fate, rather than evidence of remorse. He was half right. It wasn't remorse. But I didn't care. The thought of going into juvenile detention made me want to peel off my skin. I told the lawyer I wanted to plead guilty and get it over with, because I'm one of those people who can't have a blade hanging over their head and go on pretending it isn't going to fall. They are the same people who eat the bad stuff on their plate first. Always have, always will. I knew how it was going to turn out. I'd done it. I knew I'd done it. They knew I'd done it. I'd done it before, and I'd done it more and worse, and the likelihood was I'd do it and more and worse again. True fact. Hard as it was, there was only one way forward. Suck it up, swallow, move on. The judge launched into a loud and lengthy sermon about the need to send a message, not just to me, but to all young people like me. The whisper of deterrence in the ear of our future selves. I mean, for fuck's sake, show me a kid who stopped in his tracks and veered a different way because of something a judge said one time. This is just bad science. Real consequences, certain and known consequences barely weigh in, let alone the double maybe of what might happen if you get caught. Actions are determined by immediate, front and centre reasons to act. And I had plenty of reasons to take money from kids looking for pharmacological assistance. So, sure, lock someone up because you want him off the streets for a while. Just don't couch it in all the bullshit. Anyhow, the upshot. Today there was no alternative. Full-time custody. I was going in, and then I wasn't. Behind me there were muffled whispers, and the judge started looking over my head. I turned around and saw, standing at the back of the courtroom, a man with a pale grey suit and a mop of black hair combed in a side part. I'd never laid eyes on him before, but he smiled at me and nodded at the judge, and the judge raised his eyebrows like it was part of a secret code. And all of a sudden, the wind changed direction. "Very well," said the judge. "I can see merit in that." This was in reply to nothing anyone had said. "We just need to be satisfied that he's not currently on any form of medication." "We have that information," replied the man in the grey suit. "He was taken off clonidine in May." The accent was foreign, but very slightly, and not from anywhere in particular, a bit of east and west. The judge peered down at me again like it hurt his eyes to do it, and, without looking at me a second time, made a hurried pronouncement, placing me on an order for 12 months under section whatever, my release conditional upon compliance with blah blah and so forth. "Daniel, do you understand what I have said?" I nodded. "You're not free to go home, Daniel. I've ordered that you enter a residential program to address the issues underlying your behavior. You will be taken directly from the courthouse to the location. What this means is that you are a lucky young man. Please don't forget that." Leaning forward, he repeated it slowly. "A very lucky young man. Do you understand that, Daniel?" I said I did. I understood. And the blade didn't fall. I slid into the back seat of a van, with a driver who was not the man in the grey suit, on my way to find out what lucky meant. I'd slid deeper down into my seat and drifted into sleep, and when I woke up my mouth was dry, and my head was an old sore, and when the window still wouldn't open I banged it with the palm of my hand. More than once. It was me in the world again. And though we'd never been on this particular road, the feeling was familiar, the bond between us unchanged. I banged the window again and the driver's shield, and told him I was going to keep banging until he pulled the fucking car the fuck over. It was more effective than I'd anticipated. He flicked his headphones out and slowed the van to give me an earful, I thought. But no. Right there and then, the van turned off the road. Not because I'd banged, because we'd arrived. Intake. A white pebbled driveway cradled on either side by plump youth.